What are your thoughts? And of course, appointment of Atiku's former spokesperson as Tinubu's media aide, Daniel Bwala. That's a very interesting one. What are your thoughts? So I'll just get into it. Don't forget, we are live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. So you can drop your comments in the live chat section as the show progresses. We'll take them, okay? So the handle to look out for on both platforms is Mainland 98.3 FM, all right? And you can drop your comments, as I mentioned earlier, and would read them, as alongside the phone calls and the WhatsApp messages. So, as I mentioned, the major headline on the front page of Vanguard newspaper is 2025 budget. Federal Executive Council okays 47.9 trillion naira as the federal government is set to borrow 13.8 trillion naira. What do you think about the proposed figures for the 2025 budget? What about the projections on the growth I've lost it here. The oil prices, the foreign exchange indices, and all of that. What are your thoughts? What do you think about the issue of reviewing old budget performance before a new one is presented? Do you think that historical antecedents should be the one to pave way when having a conversation as regards, a new budget in the country? What do you think generally about how we handle our budgets? Generally speaking, last year we had a conversation around the fact that they want to ensure that we have the full January to December fiscal year. They don't want to have budgets running into the next year. But of course, we're looking at that already. But that's the conversation that has come up again now. As again last year where we had 25 trillion, we had 27. I think at the end of it all, we had 29 trillion naira or thereabout for 2024 fiscal year, and now we're looking at a 47 trillion naira. Of course, there are already projections as regards the fact that this is definitely going to be a serious pain in the behind for a lot of people at this time now, because if we are projecting a 4.6% GDP growth, if we are projecting a 2.0 million barrels per day at 75 per barrel, when the global price is 72, we are projecting a $1,400 per dollar with a growth estimate of 6.5%. The parameters which are wide, considering the current performance, will be subjected to public scrutiny as we are putting it out now. So what are your thoughts as regards the 47.9 trillion naira as the 2025 budget? What do you think as regards all of these projections, all of these plans and all? And also, what are your thoughts as regards the concerns from the Guardian newspaper with the fact that oil, depending on oil, basically, is going to be a serious problem, especially when production volume is significantly higher than where the country was last year, but we are still far behind where the federal government hopes to push it to next year. And this also concerns about whether the Niger Delta region extension has calmed substantially to guarantee a 2 million barrel per day oil production, because the OPEC's quota for the year is likely to undermine the country's ambition as it is now. So if projections fail, as they might, the fiscal deficit will widen while the government will take up more debt to be able to, fund this budget. We're already looking at a 13 trillion naira borrowing. So what do you think about the issue as well of, looking at past budget? How did we perform in the last one? Let's see what are the loopholes that we have or we had before we move on to the next one. Or are we just, looking at having more money without doing so much? All right, so that's the first focal point. The second, of course, is as regards the appointment of Daniel Bwala as a special advisor. It's quite an interesting one. The news broke sometime yesterday, so it may not be a major story for the papers this morning, but it was a major story yesterday evening, and we thought to bring that onto the table because yesterday there was the announcement of new appointments in the Tinubu administration. We have three others as DGs of various categories. Mr. 꽞ᴏᴏᴏ has been appointed as Director General, National Sports Commission. It was former Sports Commission Commissioner in Ogun State. Dr. M쏘ɪɪl Fᴏᴏᴜ also, DG National Institute of Hospitality and Tourism. Dr. Adebowale Adedokun, DG Bureau of Public Procurement. And then the most interesting one of it all is Daniel Bwala, appointed as Special Advisor, Media and Public Communications, State House. And the questions have arisen, of course, as Fuad also, highlighted earlier on as regards, the coloration of, this particular build-up. 4 appointments, 3 of them are from the Southwest region, the Yoruba-speaking part of the Southwest region. And, concerns are coming up as regards nepotism, in this administration. But, of course, the highlights or the angle we're looking at it from this morning is the Daniel Bwala, appointment. What value do you think these appointments or this particular appointment of Daniel Bwala would bring to the Tinubu government, especially when Fuad earlier on highlighted the fact that we have quite a robust media team already on ground for this administration? What exactly is the different thing that Daniel Bwala would be bringing? Let's not forget very quickly, Daniel Bwala was the spokesperson for the Atiku campaign in the 2023 general elections. So what value do you think this appointment will bring to the Tinubu government? That's the focal point, or those are the focal points for this morning. I'll start with Fuad, and then we open the phone line. Over to you.
All right, thank you, Sandra. On the budget, I think it's still the same of the old thing. We're going to have these figures. Again, we can't have a robust, a well-rounded conversation around the 2025 budget until we have the breakdown, because the devil is in the details, Sandra. So until we have a complete breakdown, we can then begin to have a more robust, well-rounded conversation as to whether, again, we're just going to be faffing around with this particular budget. Unfortunately, we don't have any measurement when it comes to the budget performance for previous budgets. So it's also very difficult for us to benchmark whatever is presented for 2025 against the performance of the last budget. So it's probably just going to be the normal ritual of presenting figures, moving figures around, maybe budget padding or no padding. I'm sure the assembly would also think out with 1 or 2 things. We are going to have very funny excuses given for misappropriations and reckless appropriations. We are going to buy SUVs, we are going to buy computers. And I think the current expenditure part component of the budget will still be the priority as against the capital expenditure component. You understand? Again, we have to say this. The budget does not mean the money is available. Because, you have situations where people celebrate budget. And I think the money is available. And that's why it's important to also pay attention to the 13 trillion naira borrowing that we're already projecting that might eventually increase, depending on how well these projections materialize as it is being presented by the government now. So, a lot that we're still going to talk about, Sandra, but again, I think we have to just take a chill pill. Let's wait to get the details of the 2025 budget, and then we can begin to have a very good conversation around this particular issue. For Daniel Bwala, Sandra, I will not repeat myself. I already told you the story of the animal kingdom and the analogy of shame. So, but again, you know what? There are things that people are also talking about with this Daniel Bwala situation. Sandra, he was a man that was with the APC campaign before things happened after the families, and then suddenly you found him on the other side working for the Atiku campaign. Yes, and there are political analysts, Sandra, who are saying that, look, was he planted as a mole in the PDP? The sudden, I cannot do Muslim ticket, I will not take it, blah, 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 he will wait this, and then suddenly he went to the other side. And then after the other side lost now, he's back to the other side. And there are people who are saying, look, it's a political strategy. People plant people in political parties. Maybe he was actually planted as a mole. I'm just saying, that's what some people are saying. But whether he was planted or not, I still stand with my story of the animal kingdom. Whether anybody likes it or not, it is not good enough. The optics, the perception is not good. That every time the president makes an appointment, it is dominated by Yorubas. I'm a Yoruba man, I'm from Lagos. But if we criticize the Buhari government for being clannish, for being, regional with his appointment, we should also do the same. Because we already seen that pattern. In fact, The analysis is that it's even worse now with this government. And you can see it in the look, we can do an analysis of the appointments that have been made in recent time, and you'll see that it's too low-sided. If we are talking about unity, we are talking about bringing everybody along on the table, we need to say this thing. This is becoming a bit troubling. The perception is bad. The optics are bad. No matter how you try to paraphrase it. And then on the issue of cutting down the cost of governance, Sandra, I did a list for you on the media team, what you can call, whether it's the media and communication team of the presidency and the president as it were. And look at the long list we have. Mr. Sunday Dali is a well-rounded politician, he's a journalist, he knows his onion. He recently was appointed as special advisor to the president on public communication and orientation. Bayo Onoga is there, Abi, special advisor on information and strategy. You have now Daniel Bwala, also special advisor, information strategy, even if you call it state house, but at least he'll be speaking for the presidency and the president. Then you have Mr. Frederick Nwagufo, senior special assistant to the president, public engagement. How is that different? And then you are giving a long list. So again, these appointments are there, but I think that the value, because people have asked me, even before the show, that what value do you think the Daniel Bwala will be bringing? I think for me, my own analysis is that look, yes, John Onuga has been very combative. He's a very good writer. We know his antecedents. But I think they need somebody who can talk more than right, so that they can balance the equation and then go to the public space and continue the combat full time. And I think that's why Daniel Bwala is a good fit for the job. How he's able to do the job and how it helps the president when it comes to public perception, information management, we'll have to wait to see. But again, let us always remember that in the animal kingdom there was a story of people not having shame. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Sir Fuad. I appreciate your thoughts and contribution as regards the focal points on ground this morning for Milan Focus. This is Milan 98.3 FM. Now the phone line is open for you to share your thoughts. 091360410. That is the number to call. 091360410. That is the number to call to join the conversation this morning. And of course, you can send WhatsApp messages to 0913-6000-430. 0913-6000-430. That is the number to send your WhatsApp messages to. And of course, we are still live on Facebook at Mainland 98.3 FM. Mainland 98.3 FM. That's the handle to look out for on Facebook and YouTube. So you can drop your comments in the live chat section and we'll take them as the show progresses. Time check right now is 8:55 a.m. and you're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. You have just 2 minutes. So please let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame that's allotted. Would appreciate that. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Luso Kambelina.
You're welcome, Mr. Kambelina.
Sandra, let me tell you something.
Okay.
If you have a good product, you don't need marketers. You don't need a litany of marketers to sell your product. So these people know why they are recruiting this army of public relations or communication experts, because they don't have anything to offer. What would all those things mean to? What would your propaganda mean for somebody who cannot meet the food needs of his family? Some people are hungry all over the place. We are busy hiring people to come and grow grammar for us. You know what's the essence? It's very pathetic. If you see government that are working, they pay less attention to all these media people, media, this and that. So that's where we are, and that's where we are till 2027 comes. And in fact, they're just preparing all these people that will come and blow grammar to tell us what they have achieved, which we didn't see, which the impact is not being felt. So that's what they're preparing. This man that you are calling up, this brother of a man, is an orator. They are bringing him to come and blow all the lies that they can blow. But that's their business. Sandra, look. This budget we are talking about, what they are just doing is what we call incremental budgeting. You just sit down. Last year, it was 100 million for this line item, maybe 12. Last year, it was 100 million. You just add percentage. We say, okay, this year should be 120. Just like that. That's how they do it. And there's corruption everywhere. So where is the common man in this whole budget? Nothing. What did you achieve last year? Nothing. But Sandra, I want to ask you one question. If you can answer me, I'll send money to your account. What is the impact? What is the positive impact that this government that we have now has brought to Nigerians? Just let's mention one. This last year till now that they came, what positive impact have they brought? Nothing for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell me now. Tell me that.
I don't have an answer to that, Mr.
Nothing.
Kankwilina.
So they're spending money for nothing, for themselves. Why people keep suffering? It's a shame.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Kankwilina. I appreciate your passion and also your contribution as well. Hello, good morning.
Morning to you. It is Sandra.
Good morning, Prince Wise.
Thanks for my dear. You see not 47 trillion? Am I right?
47. Yes.
Very good. But what you are expecting the money to be spent for is infrastructure. 24/7 electricity, new roads, especially Iľ Road, that has been awarded during the time, abandoned, and nobody ready to grab back the contractor. So this is spending money for us. We are behind billion. That's the time we have 1,000 billion, multi-billion. We are now have trillion. So, Mr. President, and again, when the money to tackle hungry in this country, we need to mechanize the farming, tractor-free local, fertilizer for the farmer, free loan for the farmer, and let them go what they can rainy day. Stop for the rainy day. So if we can feed ourselves, other secondary, and therefore for the budget, and for the real out of the appointment, the one that I'm not baffled about the real that become the spokesman of the president. Who is the winner today? It's Mr. President. The man can endure, he can take a job, and then they win the offer. So if you know what this man said on the election time, you won't think that Tinubu will allow this man to be. But at the end of the day, he has a vote now. So all the politicians, Sandra, they are all misbehaving like the same. Where are people left with PDP? Oh, you know what he said? People for politicians. Good morning to you, my dear.
Good morning to you as well. Thank you very much, Prince Wise. I appreciate it. 1 minute past 9, and you're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't forget, we are live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Alex.
You're welcome.
If you are Nigerians and explain the kind of pain that they are going through and to go through again under this Bola administration.
How so?
You see, yes, you see, I've been saying this thing for the last 1 year plus for the intention of this government about Atiku. I say one of the problems that this government has is to put people that have nothing to offer, in the head of affairs. Look at Atiku now. Tell me, please, what single project Atiku has been executed in Kajis for 8 years. No. And this is person that all his life political career has a question mark. And this person sat down as the Minister of Budget and Planning, and you expect something. Okay, look at it this way. Please, throughout last year, January, this year, January today, can you please, as a journalist, you are interviewing to get more information. Can you tell me one particular federal program that commission in the whole of Southwest? Let's go by that sentiment, because we get in Southwest, yeah.
Okay.
One, just one. Because even the third mainland bridge is just like 145 kilometers, right? and they spend 25 billion. Not that they bring in one more. And that means you look at it, it's almost 2 billion naira per kilometer just to try and put security lights. So that's all. That is what President came and blocked everywhere that the commission. Tell me what particular this thing now. Because just recently I'm hearing contractor come to say they revoke this thing. Nothing. So the last year budget is just being shared and go, and now we are going. This is another time of we are mandate with our stand, whatever empty box to be presented. And
thank you. Appreciate your contribution. Okay, 09136000 that is the number to call. Let's take some messages now. I have quite a lot of them. I have here. Good morning, Sandra. President Tinubu is a master strategist. Put master strategist in quote. In politics and intrigues, who knows how to dismantle the structures of political opponents? The appointment of Mr. Daniel Bwala is not surprising, as everything in Nigeria at the moment is measured on politics and captured of power. The unfortunate, however, is the dumping of integrity, morals, and values into the dustbin. Emiloko's sentiment should be reviewed, as naked nepotism is not in the interest of our country. And that's Noah from Igondu sharing that one on WhatsApp. I also have here on... Okay, there's no name here, unfortunately, so I can't take this message. Well, I also have here Awolo Christopher from Shogule. The president has done well. President to compensate Barrister Daniel Bwala as part of strategy for 2027, but they should also remember Omokri and FFK. They have no shame and can't do any job. On the budget, it will still not achieve desired results because of the same thing, humongous corruption. It's unfortunate for Nigeria and Nigerians. Alright, and that's Awolo Christopher from Shogule. Temitope from Okoko Michael. Congratulations to Mr. Bwala for the new post. We know before that he will be given appointments. But are we through with supplementary budget of 2023, budget of 2024, supplementary budget of 2024? Because this year we ran at I think we ran about 4 or 5 budgets or so at once. That amount is too much, and that's Temitope's thoughts from Okoko Michael. I also have here Kenneth from K2 is saying it remains a miracle that Nigeria is still standing despite the mismanagement of her resources and bad governance by politicians. There is nothing about this current administration that inspires hope to ordinary Nigerians. Nigerians should find a way to take care of themselves, and that's Kenneth from K2. I also have here Bolaji from Ijoko. 2027 elections are loading with all these appointments from Mr. President and Wike's gates for judges. Sandra, please tell me, where are we going? When are we going to have a sincere and serious conversation about other 44 numbers of our natural resources being taken away from our country on a daily basis by foreigners with the collaboration of our leaders? Why must we always base our budget on crude oil alone? Sandra, this shall always be my focus on this platform for now until you grant me. Bring it to the fore when you invite the supporters of this administration here. Gold, precious stones, bitumen, coal, diamond, leads, uranium, etc. Mr. Dakwabiodun, please fix Ijoko Agbado Road immediately. 14 years of abandonment. And that's Bolaji from Ijoko sharing that one on WhatsApp. Let's go back to the phone line. 0913-600410. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Madam Sandra.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. This is Samuel calling you from Ojedibega.
You're welcome, Mr. Samuel.
Yes, Madam Sandra. I think as a caller, and I want to say it this morning, I am not a supporter of any politician, and I want everybody to understand this morning that I think we were not fair to the former president when it comes to the issue of appointment compared to the person that we have currently now. You know, people were criticizing the former president that he was showing nepotism, that he appointed only the northerner.
And I'm asking questions. We can go back and review the economic team of the former president and check what was there. Under former president, the FRI chairman was from the southwest, from Lagos State here. The CBN governor was from the south. The minister of finance under former president for the first tenure was from southwest. And compared to the current president, the whole economy, every revenue generating agency of the federal government of Nigeria today is being headed by a southwesterner. And nobody is saying anything. But the previous time, we were criticizing the former president. And now you can see that nobody will say anything on what is happening. Let him continue doing whatever he thinks he can do. Look at from customs, immigration, FIS, CBN, Minister of Finance, petroleum, everything are being headed by the southwesterner, and nobody is saying anything. They were castigating the former president as if he was. I don't know how to describe it. It's so painful the way we do things in this country. And now the same people that were criticizing the former president, nobody is saying anything to me. You understand? And for Bwala, a Nigerian politician, they can do and undo. So it's not a surprise to me. You understand? That is how we do. So they can plan anybody in any political party. You can see what is happening in this state currently now. They just few days to election, and there are some candidates telling you that they stepped down for the governor, the current sitting governor. So that is the situation where we find ourselves. You understand? As far as I'm concerned, I will keep maintaining my position that this government that we have is a government, I describe it just like somebody that is driving and is using a Google map. And that Google map, that person is using is a wrong Google map. So you have no destination.
Thank you, Mr.
And we have no direction. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate your contribution this morning. 10 minutes past 9. It's mainland 98.3 FM. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Sandra. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm well, thank you very much.
Okay, this is Mᴏᴏ from Solomon.
Okay.
Now, Sandra, let me ask questions. Borrowing, and nothing to show for. The other time, it was about Lagos Ibadan Expressway during JᴏɪR times, and we were justifying it. That as far as they will complete Lagos Ibadan Expressway, is not completed up to today. They borrow, all the former refineries, none is working. They borrow, all the federal roads is not in good condition. We borrow. Power sector, the national grid is collapsing every day. So what Tinubu, because the government is continuing, he took over from Buhari, he knew what was on ground, and he came in. Let him tell me, from the time of Buhari to today, without the borrowing, what have they used this money for? I want to see it. Because by now, with the humongous amount they have been borrowing, they are not supposed to be having this money in the private sector. The roads are supposed to be in good state by today. Are they borrowing this money and drop it in the river or in the ocean? What are they doing? Okay, Buhari handed over empty treasury to him. So he will want to hand over, what huge debt for Nigerians. I want to talk to Nigerians this morning. Nigerians, please, someone told us that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, the tunnel is very long now, and the darkness inside the tunnel is very thick. Can we ask God for the grace to go through this thick darkness that is in the tunnel, so that if at the end, God will help us and send an angel to bring light at the end, we will see light. Because for me, it's like Tinubu has known that the tunnel is dark, and he wants to make it darker, so that those that are inside it, if they come out alive, they will not see what to live by. So Bwala, there is hunger everywhere. So Bwala needs money, he needs job. Many people need job, so he has been given a job. Let us just wait and see. Tinubu will go one day. 8 years or 15 years or 10 years, he will go one day. Then God will see us through. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Monsell. Appreciate your contribution this morning. Let's take some WhatsApp messages and then also some Facebook messages, because we have quite a number of them. I have here on Facebook, on WhatsApp rather, Femi Fanika Dave has started pleading for a post under Tinubu since 1900 hasn't gotten, but they give Bwala. Anyway, Okupe and Omokri are knocking seriously at the same door. Anywhere Bele face. Today they talk you down, next day they are scrambling from crumbs around your table. We can call the APC fourth level cancer. Today he's part of the cancer. I beg you. 2025 budget. What did they do with the 2024 budget? Just borrow, budget and share. Most Nigerians have lost hope in the country, and that includes me. The rulers failed the land, and that's Chijoke from Isolo sharing that one on WhatsApp. I also have here Olamilekon from Lagos. Good morning, Mainland FM. Abia State Governor launched free education in the state for primary to university and made it mandatory that parents must send their children to school, just like what Awolowo did in the southwest. This is a good gesture and worthy of emulating. Now you ask, what is your president doing and other governors? For your president, he increased school fees and created student loan, which is all right. Look at budget for education is low to other sectors. The same free education that made them who they are today. You can see these people don't value education. It's all right. Thank you very much. And that's Olamilekon from Lagos sharing that one on WhatsApp. I also have Owen from Lagos is saying, well, I think that the blessings of hardship equally shared by this government hasn't gone round in full circle yet. When it does, then we'll speak with one voice and demand for our rights as Nigerians instead of clamoring for mechanized farming. And that's Owen from Lagos sharing that one on WhatsApp. Okay, we also have the emotion, pessimism and antagonism of some people do not matter as long as the president remains focused on fixing the country. If Nuhu Ribadu talks, you complain. If the president makes an appointment, you complain. If EFCC boss gives an update, you complain. If Bayan Onuga releases a statement, you complain. If the defense chief addresses the press, you complain. If there's positive news, you complain. Now, wow, those people always complaining about almost everything are the real enemies of Nigeria. And that's FM from Ogun State sharing his own thoughts on WhatsApp. All right, as is entitled to, of course. And let's take some messages from Facebook. John Bernardo, he on Facebook is saying, good morning. The year has already gone and we did not feel the impact of the 2024 budget. Now we are talking of 2025 budget. So I never take this issue serious. As for Daniel Bwala, too many special advisors on media team of this government. What a wastefulness. It's okay. Basil Chika, Bwala appointment for me is not surprising. It is expected immediately he rejoined his paymaster, but that speaks volumes about his character, if he has one. Secondly, on Tinubu's lopsided appointment, I think those are the least we can see for now, because just before the 2027 elections, Nigerians can even see this ally or relation as an INEC chairman. I don't get that. Anyways, lastly on the budget, Buhari presented 19 trillion last before he left when subsidy was there. Today, no subsidy and we are here. Chika Bene from Trade Fair, Lagos. That's a deep one. Benjamin from Shogunle, that's Benjamin is saying on Facebook, is saying, good morning. I ask of what economic benefit is appointment of Bwala to Nigerians? It is becoming clearer by the day that the president is preparing for 2027 re-election in 2024. A good product sells itself. Nigeria is a drama and we are watching closely. Up Super Eagles, up Osime, up good people in Nigeria. And that's Benjamin is saying on Facebook, sharing his thoughts there. I also have here Darlington Ogbo is saying, I beg, tell Oga Fwa say no go bust my ribs with laughter about the tortoise story, but that is the sad reality about all these Nigerian politicians, people lacking in integrity and having nothing they stand for. I weep for my country. Tell Mr. Kangbelina say they give us rice. Okay, yes, that's true. Darlington from Michael sharing that one on Facebook. I also have engineer Dami Adebi saying on Facebook, na Atiku and Peter Obiri, James Nkwachi is saying, I greet you fundamentally, Sandra. Our budget is increasing because the cost of goods are also increasing. The budget is even too low. We should be doing 100 trillion at this time. We need to buy equipment for the mechanized farming. All right. For Daniel Bwala, I say congratulations to him. He deserves it. He has paid his dues. but I wonder how he will do a proper media and publicity job. Maybe he can become the president so that Mr. Onanuga can do a proper media work instead of always attacking opinions. James Ogbona's thoughts from Oshodi on Facebook. Thank you. I also have here, Christopher Effiong. This is Uboko Bong. For the budget, personally, I don't have any hope on that budget because the budget will be padded on arrival. A good government that's all about sincerity will have thinking about reviewing the past budget to know the level of corruption on the past and do the needful. The appointment of Mr. President is already showing that election campaign strategy appointment to win 2027 election. God bless Nigeria. And that's Christopher Effiong sharing that one on Facebook. Let's go back to the phone line. This is 18 minutes past 9 and you're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. Okay, and this is Mainland Focus, and the focal points on the table this morning is the proposed 47.9 trillion naira budget, and also the new appointments that were made announced yesterday by Mr. Bayo Onanuga, the president, with the inclusion of Daniel Bwala. What are your thoughts? Hello, good morning. Oh no, I lost that one. 091360410. That is the number to call. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Oh, I'm struggling, but it's fine. Please go on. All right.
So I want to tell Minister Omar that he is trying because the money is going to water. They have tried water road. They have given the for the first use. They have given farmers fertilizer and they have taken with the money. They have given from Catalan. They have gone to Japanese for the next confirmation that last year. They have got the fee, buy yachts, the houses for budget.
All right, I think we get the gist. All right. So, what are your thoughts as regards to focal points, please? Let's stay focused.
The focal point is what they are doing to us is not good, and this is what costs. Let them continue. That's what I can say. Let them continue.
Okay. That's all right. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Sandra.
Yes.
I want to make my input on the matter you are discussing. About the appointment. What happened when Buhari was president of Nigeria? People were saying that he was doing the talking. And now what is happening now? Nobody is saying anything. Nigeria is just like most of us are just don't have anything to say. In this appointment, we didn't have any appointment. Three people were appointed, one from the Hausa, while two from the Yoruba. So do that things are wrong. I hope even wanting Bawa as one of the spokesperson, that means he's preparing for 2027. That's why he's appointing these people. Nigerian politicians, I don't believe them any longer. How can someone like Wala to accept a post from the APC government? Despite all the things he said against those people, and he's able to carry that government. So it's a shame.
Hello? Okay. I'm so sorry. I struggled through that. The background noise was deafening. Hello?
Good morning, beautiful Sandra.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Okay. I greet everybody. This is okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I greet everybody.
Yeah.
The other man that spoke about how Buhari dominated his people, with so many people who were there out social, then this man again came again, and they are the people, the leaders. Most of them, it is Yoruba people. Actually, he says the truth.
We should not do things as if it is one side. And that one is apart. Then I am surprised. Those things, the money that has been borrowed, what are they doing? What are they using this money for? What are they using this money for? I am surprised. May God help Nigeria. In fact, God is regretting why He should bless us and also make us as a country. I'm telling you the truth. God is not happy at all. God bless us so many things that they will take according to one of the scholarships. They will carry their eye up. They will carry our eye up, put in the cruise. So many things that God bless us with. And those things, it is still government that is collecting it from us. We, you and I wouldn't have suffered at all. I don't know. I don't know. They don't help us. So what I normally tell people, even around me, we always preach unity and love, peace among ourselves. We should not scatter ourselves that this one from there, this other one from there. Or you leave this place, go to your place. No, we are all one. God bless you. Sandra, you're doing a great job. God bless you.
Thank you.
Greetings, why? I greet everybody I beg. Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Okay. I appreciate your contribution this morning. You are welcome to the studio side, Fuad.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for having me.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
I need Mr. Agiwa for me back.
Okay, Mr. Agiwa, please go on.
I only call to correct some intention.
Okay.
Because all of us talk about this JᴏɪR AᴊɪԻ was making it one appointment. I think to see became the president of that man. I condemn it. If we are president, all people against it. Even this morning, it has been easy. So like that, we need to against it. So for them to say that nobody is we are talking it. I'm not supporting because of appointment. If I get the best for the whether you are outside the Yoruba, the country is not possible. So all of us people together. If that happens, I'm not supporting. So that's 5 years now. When another man comes there now, that one, you know, about the sideline. So now I get that talking about it. Yeah, all the time. So that's a big moment. That's my thing.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your contribution. All right, let's take one more, squeeze in one more phone call as we wrap things up with a few messages. Daniel, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sandra. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you very much. A lady.
This is my first time of calling your station.
Your name?
What I want to say, not giving people from yesterday.
Okay, please go on.
The thing is that this country, if we're talking about the person in power, he did say, instead of giving Nigerians did not vote for us. The power instead they should go with him. And the area has given him the power. And he's in power. So it's like he do whatever he likes. He's not listening to Nigerians, he do whatever he likes. Concerning the money we are going to borrow, we have been borrowing. And Nigerians have been so comfortable with that. We are not selling them, we are not doing anything, we are so comfortable. There's nothing Nigerians can do. That's why they do things with impunity. And they even say, why should die before you? And we were given the area. And this is what is playing out now. So those that are down before the devil, that the ones taking the money, with all that we have, our mineral resources, no evidence.
Hello.
They are doing whatever they like.
Okay.
And people say they will sell their conscience. So why will people come? When they say that, look at in those states, they say they know the consequence. If they say all of them collecting and living in Lagos State, and it's like, they say, we complaining, we're giving it to you. We gave it to you. We're giving it, you're dashing you. Continue. So these people are dying. If they have collected their money for future, if they are complaining into their own pocket. After before giving us life, and they will come with bills, executive that say just bill, and what
Thank you, Mr.
So it is wrong.
But God will touch everybody. God bless you. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution, and you're welcome to the squad. It's Milan 98.3 FM. Let's wrap things up with a few messages. I have here Chris Owalen on Facebook. He's saying good morning. The hiring of Daniel Bola is a strategy to distract the masses from the failure of the government from delivering its campaign promises to Nigerians. As we speak, fuel is over 1,000 naira per litre, depending on the part of the country you live. The 4 refineries are not working. The Port Harcourt refinery that 꽞ᴏᴜ has been lying about. Sorry, I read that too fast. Has been speaking about is still not working, and the president and the petroleum minister is not talking about it. The cost of food, medication, transport is soaring. There is no security. There's a new terror group emerging in the north. Companies are closing down. Companies are downsizing. The nation is in darkness. This bad governance must stop. Nigerians deserve good governance. And that's Chris Owalen on Facebook sharing that one. Temitakwa Anatoye also on Facebook. It's unfortunate that we have a National Assembly that many has tagged a rubber stamp because they keep chanting on your mandate we shall stand, which is that of the president. The proposed 2025 budget, without having deep x-ray of the ongoing 2024 budget and other supplementary budgets running concurrently, simply shows that this administration is yet to get their direction. Having huge amounts of budget to me does not show that the economy is growing. Can someone tell me just one positive impact the ongoing budget has brought to Nigerians? The answer is absolutely nothing. Rather, it has plunged so many Nigerians into more abject poverty. If I may ask, why was gold not captured in the 2025 budget to increase the country's IGR than just all hope on crude oil? Finally, I'm not surprised with all the appointments the president is making, which is centered on one region, because he told us that was wrong at Ojota during the nationwide strike. All his appointments is in preparation towards 2027. God bless Nigeria. And that's Temitakwa Anatoye from Ijagemo community sharing that one. Unfortunately, that's all I can take this morning. I would like to sincerely apologize, but of course we know that Friday we don't usually have so much time to take as many submissions as we would have appreciated. But the conversation continues. Opoyemi Akinade will be in the Situation Room by 4 p.m. So please stay tuned. Thank you very much for your time, Fuad.
Thank you for having me.
See you on Sunday.
Look at your face.
But to also see me for the last time on Trends in the Papers, because by Monday I will be a local government chairman in Ogun State.
Yeah, so we're on the ballot.
You don't worry about that.
How it will happen.
As we know local government election goes, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Just leave it.
I wish you well.
It's okay.
Congratulations in advance.
Thank you very much. That's a wrap for today on Milan Focus. Of course, the Morning Express continues. Coming up next is AgView Half Hour, and then after that, Sage Babalola comes on with Health Plus. Stay tuned.